Hello everyone, I just thought I'd do a little video here just to show you how the pump set up internally, because I know a lot of you guys have pumps externally set up, but I'm doing an internal setup here, so I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to actually see how it's put together. So there we see our cotton coil skimmer. We have an elbow there going to the pump, and then it's pushed from the pump into that outlet there. It goes through the back of the wall. I'll just zoom in closer so you can get a better idea of how it looks. So like I said, that's our elbow, 90-degree elbow that runs into the pump. Then it goes from the pump up, over and down into the inlet there. And then if we just move across, here you can see one of my return outlets. That will push up into the skimmer. So if I just zoom out a little bit, so that should push debris that gets stuck around in this area towards the skimmer. So if I just move over here, here we have another return. I'll just have a look at that. Obviously this goes through the back, and I'll show you around the back in a minute so you can see how the pipework works. And then that just pushes water down towards what I'm going to use is a retro bottom drain. So if I just zoom out there, so over here we have the inlet for the filter system. So basically we'll have a pipe that runs up into there and into the filter box that will be on the top. And moving over here, that's my overflow. Now there's three ways of connecting elbows. You can solvent weld, you can silicone, or you can use some PTFE tape to loosely fit. It depends on how permanent you need it to be, because I just want to show you back over here by the pump system here set up. If I don't solvent weld these elbows but just solvent weld the joints, it means I can take it away and attach a bigger pump or a different type of system. So it gives me a bit of flexibility if you don't solvent weld everything. So in terms of that, what I've got to solvent weld is I've got the hose tail that's connecting the 38mm PVC flexible pipe is solvent welded to the elbow, but not solvent welded to the inlet. Same is true of that. It doesn't need to be watertight because it's in the water. So that's the advantage of not doing solvent weld on everything. So I'll just show you the pipe work next around the back. So as you can see, that's the skimmer piping system there. As you can see, it runs out of the sleepers using some flexible pipe into the skimmer box and using some Jubilee clips. Here, obviously the first one there is the inlet that draws water in, goes over and then gets pushed in that one through, obviously pushing water through, and that gives me one outlet. And then we just move along where this pipe runs, and that's my other inlet, and obviously you can see where that goes through, and obviously that's a 45-degree bend, so that should shoot water that way. And this is where I'll install the retro bottom drain. So I thought I'd just show you from a different angle. We've got our 90-degree bend there, obviously a hose tail, flexible bit of pipe there, hose tail there, connected to an attachment which is 1 1/4 inch to 1 inch. This is the pump that we've got, a J-bow pump. It's only 22 watts but can push about 5,500 litres per hour. Another attachment there, some flexible pipe there, an elbow, and then flexible pipe again, and then hose tail, and then into the 90-degree bend there. So essentially that's how I've got it set up. Originally I was going to use this, and I might do a giveaway to give that away to someone, because it's surplus to requirements. So essentially that is how the pump system will work for the skimmer. So essentially what I'll have over here is our retro bottom drain, and quite simply put, another small pump like I've got there, pushing water up the spout into our filter box that I will have across here. So essentially that's more or less where we're at. It's almost done. So I just wanted to show you the pipework system for the skimmer. Hello! So here is my aerated retro bottom drain, and I have modified it with a low profile 1.5 inch pipe system. So I'm just going to show you that in closer detail. What I had to do to modify it is the reducer attachment didn't quite fit the pipe, the 1.5 inch pipe. So I've had to use a bit of sanding paper, a bit of elbow grease and some files to file it down, as well as do a bit of sanding on the pipe to narrow the thickness of it to allow it to fit on the reducer. So essentially that is our modified low profile 1.5 inch attachment. So I just want to show you that closer, in more closer detail. I plan on doing a bit of solvent weld on this, but I was thinking that maybe I won't solvent weld the entire thing, just some of it, because it would allow me a bit of flexibility, so I can turn the nozzle left or right, so I can take it off, as well as if I need to take it off the actual attachment, the reducer, I can just simply pull it out. So essentially it's a tight fit, and essentially that is quite nice really. So I'll just show you that closer up so you can see how I've constructed it, so you get an idea how I've put it together. So normally it comes with an attachment which is so tall, and it's like a T-junction, and some people commented where you could potentially have that T-junction attachment, the fish could hit it, and some people were concerned. And you can get a 2-inch low profile for this particular aerated retro bottom drain. However, I built my own, and this is a bit smaller in terms of its pipe, at 1.5 inch. So essentially what I've done to put this together, I'll take it apart for you guys, is we have a screw on reducer here. It's designed to obviously take some bigger pipe. So essentially I've just sanded down a bit of pipe, if I can take that off. There you go. Right. Oh, there we go. So what I did is I sanded this reducer a bit down because this pipe wouldn't quite fit. So, and I've also sanded that down to reduce the actual thickness of the pipe, which is 43mm I think it is. So it fits on there like so, and that's more or less how it goes on. So I just screw that on like so. Okay, that goes on like that. So then we've got, just take that off for you, a 90-degree elbow. Just attach that on like so. Then a smaller piece of pipe, so we just put that on. Then we got a 45-degree bend piece of pipe. These are all for a 1.5 inch pipe. Okay, put that on there. Then a slightly longer piece, so the piece of pipe there I probably got is about 4 inch. This is about, I don't know, 5 to 6 inch in terms of length. So we just attach that on there. Then here we have another 45 degree. You just put it the opposite way around, so it's facing up. So we've got that on like so. And then here, this is just a standard hose tail for solvent weld. So we pop that in there, and obviously that'll be welded on there. So essentially, that is the low profile attachment for the aerated bottom drain. I just wanted to show you this because it's curved and it's no sharp edges. The fish are not going to hurt themselves on it. So, you know, and I know the company that makes this particular aerator, as I've said, I'll put the information in the description box if you want to check them out. They do a 2-inch version of this, which is £20. However, I wanted something that had a smaller pipe because this will fit my 38mm PVC flexible pipe. You know, so this will actually fit better. But I just wanted to show you the construction of it because I think the company that makes the 2-inch version is all grey. This is all black, and I wanted something that were all black so it matched the actual bottom drain. So I just wanted to show you that how I put it together. So essentially, what I'm planning on doing is, I think what we'll do is I will put some of this solvent weld material, this glue, on there to make it permanent. So we'll just put some on there, some on the pipe, just to make it permanent. It's probably a good idea not to breathe this stuff in, so I'll just put that on there. Right, that's solid, not going anywhere. So again, okay, so this is another 45 degree bend that I've got, so I'll just put some glue on there. Put that on there, goes on there quite easily, no problems. I'm trying to keep this as straight as possible. Okay, so get some more glue, put that on there. It does smell this stuff, I'll tell you that much. So just solvent welding that, put that on there and all. Get that right in there so it's nice and solid. And I think what I'll do is I'll attach the hose tail onto the 45 degree bend as well. So we'll just put some glue on there. Same on there. Lots of glue. Okay. Fit that on there, and then I think what I'll do is I'll just have this loosely fitted on the end of here, which means I will be able to twist it if it's not quite aligned, you know, we can always do something. So yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. So all I've done here is I've solvent weld this pipe here onto the 90-degree bend here. I've also solvent weld that pipe to this 45-degree bend, and solvent welded it to that long piece of pipe there. But I haven't solvent welded this bit here because it allows me to move it left or right. But I have solvent welded the actual hose tail onto the 45-degree bend here. So that's the low profile. I just wanted to show you that, and essentially that's how it's going to operate our main pump for taking all the debris from the bottom of the pond into the filter box. So obviously we'll attach that to a pump, and essentially I just wanted to show you how that's all set up. So you know, that's another job done. Just wanted to show you where we're at, and hopefully you find videos like this helpful. As always guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if videos like this do help you out. The reason to get an aerated retro bottom drain is it allows for air to be pumped through. Now, one thing I will mention is this particular one, again I forget the brand but I'll put the information in the description box, comes with a 6mm pipe. So if you want to attach it, you may need to get an adapter to attach that to an 8mm pipe that will fit your air pumps. So essentially this is my aerator and retro bottom drain. It costs about 130 quid if you're wondering. Again, I'll put links in the description box if you want to go and check them out, as I forget the brand of the company. But there you go. Let me know in the comments what you think. So this is my retro bottom drain ready to go, and we're almost getting there. We're almost at the finishing line, guys. I've just got a bit of wood to sort out, and then we'll be filling it up with water.